And we're back at Dwyer Stadium. Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Auburn Doubledays in a close matchup between second and third place. Batavia has a half a game of lead at 8-2 against Auburn Doubledays 7-2 heading in today's matchup. Plenty of baseball, plenty of just wicked hits to follow up, as we saw yesterday of the Muckdogs taking on Geneva Red Wings in a close matchup. They won 16-14. That was one of the longest games we've seen so far today, or this season, should I say. Over 4.5 hours of baseball and plenty more to come around in the corners. Jarrett, color commentator today. Excuse me as I'm catching up on myself, but we'll repeat here. My name's Grayson Natale. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. We'll get things going as we always do. Jarrett, how are you doing today, and what do you got in store?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. This is a matchup between the second and third best team in the West Division right now, but also this is a team, two teams, one being absolutely hot in their batting, and the other team that's been very dominant in the pitching side right now. So we're going to see two different sides go at it to see which one can start off hot and get this game going and take the momentum early.
We'll see which direction that goes. But to find out who will be in control of momentum, we're going to look at the lineups for both these teams. We'll get that on the screen now. For your Batavia Muckdogs, leading things off, Jalen David, Jackson Inman, and Evan Brock. For the other side, the Auburn Doubledays, that's going to be Riley Ames, Jaden Madrid, and Teddy Monahan. And the next four for your Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be Glenn Brooks, Jeremy Ramos, Cooper Romick, and Joey Socorro. And rounding things for Auburn, Justin Batts, Luke Gurry, George Farley, and Chase Moore. Then the next three and final three for Batavia in the lineup, Jacob Vesco, Braden Redmond, and Cooper Russell. And for Auburn, that's going to be Jake Bentavinga, Brendan Smith, and William Ragland III. And on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, Gavin Chandler returns. For Auburn, that's going to be Matthew Chofe. So again, Gavin Chandler, he makes another start on the season. He's had 2 starts. This will be his third. Every time he's appeared, it's always been a start. Impressive ERA of 1.42. Has 2 wins registered to his name. 8 strikeouts. 2 runs against, both of those being earned. So impressive performance from him. As things are about to get underway. Batavia Muckdogs, Auburn Doubledays here at Dwyer Stadium, Batavia. Here we go. First pitch from Chandler. Starts where he left off with strike 1. Second pitch. Copy and paste. Strike 2. 0-2 count now. Pitch 3 won't find the box this time. Count now 1-2. Coming from Chandler. That one driven over to center field, able to get underneath it. Sliding in. He's got his back. Center fieldman Glenn Brooks brings up the first out. Now up for Auburn, Jaden Madrid. That was Riley Ames, center fieldman for Auburn. On that fly out over to center field, Glenn Brooks lunging out, and he got it. But Gavin Chandler, strike 1 against Madrid, 0-1 count. A 1 pitch incoming, fouled off. Gavin Chandler on the 0-2. Sent over to second. Cooper Russell able to scoop it, throw him first in time, and that's the second out. 2 up, 2 down so far, but for this Batavia defense, moving quite well already. Now up for Auburn, number 20, your right fielder, Teddy Monahan. Teddy Monahan on the season, batting a .474, 19 at-bats. Pitch number 1 goes for ball number 1, 1-0 count, but 19 at-bats, 9 hits, 6 runs scored, 2 of his hits being double, 1, the only home run scored for the team so far. Pitch number 2, can't find the picture frame just yet, 2-0 count, but 9 RBIs as well. 14 total bases, only struck out 3 times, so he's used to getting on first base in one way or another. And that is a loud called strike 1. 2-1 count for Chandler. Pitch too high in the attic, 3-1. And swing and a miss. Fouled off, though. Monahan stays alive, but full count now, 3-2. Payoff from Chandler. Fouled off, rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. And a ball inside will get Monahan a walk. Chandler still in search of his first strikeout, but quite early, so no hesitation there. He's been assisted by his teammates for 2 outs so far, but a walk for Monahan. Monahan will add that to his total. That's his 5th walk of the season, but now up for Auburn, number 32, Justin Batts. Takes pitch number 1, and that one I would have assumed to catch that outside mark, doesn't. Pushed a little too far outside to the ump's eyes, 1-0 count. And there we go. Got that corrected, 1-1. With Justin Batts' position over at first base for the Auburn Doubledays. He's batting a clean .500. 4 games started, 5 games played. 16 at-bats on pitch number 3. Sent, driven over to Russell. Russell able to back up into the outfield grass and make the snag for the 3rd out. So, 4 batters faced. The use of his teammates gets the job done. Chandler and co. head back to the dugout where they'll be swinging the bats for the bottom of the 1st. Scores 0-0. We'll be back in just a second for more.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 1st. We'll take a quick look at the away defense. We remind you that lineups are brought to you by Tompkins Bank of Castile. And looking at Auburn's Doubleday defense, right now on the mound for them is Matthew Chofe, number 17. At catcher, we'll round out the rest. Catcher, Jake Bentavinga. Over at first, Justin Batts. Second is going to be William Ragland the third. Over at short, that's going to be Jaden Madrid. And third, Chase Moore. For your outfield, George Farley. Center field, Riley Ames. And right field, Teddy Monahan. So with that, we take a quick look. Was going to mention this earlier. Gavin Chandler, so far, he got his second win in his second appearance over back when the Batavia Muckdogs beat the Olean Oilers 11-1. Gavin Chandler did an impressive 7 full innings, only recording 3 hits, 1 run, that being an earned run, only 1 batter walk, 6 strikeouts. Faced a total of 24 batters and finished with a clean ERA of 1.42 on that day. So impressive starts from Chandler all around. That's his most recent one. We'll see how that compares today, and I would like to think it's going to be a similar story. But here we go. Now to answer the call, the Auburn Doubledays. We'll see how their defense performs. Along with that, we'll compare that against Matthew Chofe on the mound.
And Grayson, Matthew Chofe has played 2 games so far. He's won both of them. 1 ERA, 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 10 walks, and 11 strikeouts.
So right there, before we even get to see the first pitch, a little time called by the catcher. I think had a little issues with his equipment, but we're back on schedule here. So now to start for the lineup, Batavia Muckdogs, that's Jalen David, number 50, your shortstop. We've seen him quite a few times be bounced between the outfield and short, and he's brought in today. First pitch from Chofe is going to be ball number 1, 1-0 count. Pitch number 2 does ring the strike zone in a very low spot towards the outside as well. 1-1 though. David fouls that one off down the third baseline. 1-2. Jalen David on the season, batting at .323, 31 at bats, 9 games started, 9 games played. Second on the team in runs, third on the team in hits. 11 runs, 10 hits, fouled off over to the bullpen for the Muckdogs. He has 7 RBIs. That's good for 4th. 13 total bases. And don't forget, he's a stealing demon when he's out there. He's tied with Glenn Brooks at 13 to lead this team. That one hit again, fouled off over the third baseline. So 3 straight foul balls. Count still remains 1-2. Starting things off with a heavy go hitter with Jalen David staying alive. Fouled off once more, but to the other side, that one over to that grass plains just by the bullpen for the visiting side. Someone's got to get a hold of that one.
Grayson, I like this. You're getting his pitch count up early, so then in those later innings, you got to constantly have that in the back of your mind. And maybe, if you get some runs, get the bullpen in early.
Check swing doesn't go. Ball down near the dirt in the wrong batter's box, 2-2 count. Deals the 2-2 pitch and fouled off again. Jalen David refusing to leave the batter's box backwards. He wants to make a run. And one cutting inside, able to get a hack at it over the first to play. Not in time to throw, didn't get off, wasn't able to pick it cleanly from the glove. No throw attempt. Jalen David, hard fought battle, stays alive, and he's over at first.
And that's where the speed comes into play right there. Jammed him a little bit, but the speed was able to get the job done.
Now up, though, for Batavia, Jackson Inman. Third base, number 2, Jalen David on first. Again, as mentioned, stealing demon. We'll have to keep an eye on him. First one does crave up the box, 0-1. But right now, that was 9 pitches against Jalen David on a single at-bat. So, not a great number if you're the pitching coach to see. Pickoff attempt over David. like we said, of keeping an eye out for him as broadcasters, so is Chofe. He's going to have to keep a look on David as he tries to pick off no go. 0-1 pitch incoming to Inman. Pickoff attempt number 2, back-to-back. Nothing plays there.
Grayson, right now Jackson Inman has played 4 games and started all 4 games. 615 batting average right now, 8 hits, a home run, and an RBI to his name, and also with 3 stolen bags.
And there goes David. Strike 2, but at the same time, David does move with the stolen base. To his credit, the catcher tries to transition, loses the ball behind him. David, no throw there. So twice he's able to get to a bag with no contest. Inman able to try to fight and extend this at bat. It's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. And a ball favoring the inside. Won't catch the box. 1-2.
And Grayson, right now, that is now 59 stolen bags. That is second place for the league. And also, they've played 10 games right now. On average, they are stealing 10 bags a game.
And wow, a ball that goes towards the basement somehow catches the rest of the house, and that's strike 3. Inman not liking that, but that's the first strikeout for the game for Chofe. Evan Brock now up. 1 out situation. He has David over on second. And Brock position over at first today. And on the season, he's one of Mr. Reliable. Batting at .483. And a pickoff attempt, should I say. Heard the go sign. Couldn't afford the balk and had to do a light toss over to second base. But as I was saying, Evan Brock batting a .483. 9 games started, 9 games played. 29 at-bats, 9 hits, 9 runs, 14 hits. 2 of those being a double, a triple. Is that one slammed over to left center? And that's going to get down. It's over in the warning track. Evan Brock going towards 2. He's going towards 3. This will be a throw at the bag. And they say he's got him. So it looked like Evan Brock could have maybe had it. It was going to be close. And he's called out. Was able to bring in Jalen David for an RBI. But right now, they're on the score, 1-0, despite the out. Evan Brock, that will go registered down as a double. And the attempt towards third won't work.
And Grayson, Evan Brock is also now on a 9-game hitting streak. That is something to keep an eye on as the season keeps going on.
Called him Mr. Reliable for a reason, but Glenn Brooks, center fielder, number 20, he's also up there batting a .441 batting average. He's played in all 10 games. 9 starts, 34 at-bats. That one sent over to short, able to get in front of it. No! That one leaks out over to center field, and that's a single for Glenn Brooks. As I was saying, I'll finish this up before we move on. Glenn Brooks, 16 runs, leads the team, 15 hits. That's also good for a first as well. Out of those, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. He's got 10 RBIs as well on 27 total bases. But now up to bat, Jeremy Ramos, left fieldman. He's also, again, one of the reliable players. Batting a .417. That one sent high over to left field and able to get underneath it for the third out. But that brings an end. Batavia up 1-0 heading to the top of the second. We'll be back in just a second for more baseball. We'll be back.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckdogs, please.
Muckbox?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckdogs here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank. official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Leading things off for the Auburn Doubledays, that's going to be Dwyer. We'll take the first pitch from Chandler, and that's going to be in ball number 1, 1-0 count. Fouled off, count moves 1-1 quickly. It's one thing about Chandler, he wastes no time up there on the mound. He doesn't have a full routine. Again, no one's on base, so he doesn't have to do any checking. But he's quick. Is that fouled off again? 1-2. It's going to play into his cards as he's got to make sure this batter, or at least the batter has to make sure that they're ready. Chandler, not only is he fast in his motion, he can bring on good fastball when he wants to. That one outside the frame, 2-2.
And Grayson, one thing I always see with Chandler pitching is that in the early round innings, it feels like he's figuring out the batters. He's not really getting the strikeouts, but he's making opportunities.
Sent over to Jalen David over at short, the throw to first in time.
So I was trying to finish that he gives a lot of his team opportunities to make plays and stuff. And then in the later innings, when he finally figures out the team, he goes and attacks. And that's where his strikeouts are the most, are in those middle and late innings.
Right now, though, up for Auburn Doubledays, number 26 left fielder, George Farley. Swing will make this a 1 count. Pitch number 2, fouled off, 0-2. Chandler has a lot of batters so far, taking a swing or two at these balls. Has them chasing, and it's working right now. He's getting ahead in these counts quite often. 0-2 right now. Deals outside the frame, 1-2. I'd like to remind you here from Dwyer Stadium, it's $1 hot dog night. So right now, in just a moment for the bottom of the second, at least as that one, another one outside the frame, 2-2. So for the bottom of the second, Jarrett Campbell will be taking things over on the broadcast as I am been recruited to do the hot dog run. You'll be able to see me on the outskirts of the warning track doing a full sprint with the other interns. There will be ketchup, mustard, and 2 hot dogs. I'll be the one normal hot dog that isn't inflatable. And strikeout. Send it back to the concession stands. Is Chandler. That's his first strikeout of the day. Chase Moore, third baseman, number 15 for the Doubledays. See what he brings to the table so far in the season. He's batting a .333, 5 games started, 6 of those being plated. 12 at-bats. I guess I said that backwards. 6 games played and 5 of those being starts. 12 at-bats, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 of those being a double, 7 RBIs, and 5 total bases. .02 count quickly for Chandler. Swing and a miss, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. for Chandler. He's now taking it himself. And that brings an end to the top of the second. Your score, 1-0. Batavia hanging on to their lead as they look to extend it. You'll be able to see me back at the top of the third, but for now, it's all Jarrett's show when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
And we are back, folks. How we all doing today? Right now, up to bat, Cooper Romick here in the bottom of the second. Matthew Trophy still on the mound right now as we get ready for the first pitch. Called strike one. And right now, Cooper Romick has played in 8 games, started 6, batting .368, has 7 hits, with 5 RBIs and 6 stolen bags. Second pitch right there, called ball 1. We got a 1-1 count here, folks. As Chauffé getting ready for the third pitch of this at-bat. And he hit Romick, and now he's running over to first. I like to say this every game. Get ready. Hopefully there's some ice baths after the game because that might leave a mark. And now up to bat, Joey Socorro. Right now, Joey Socorro has started in 6 games, played in 8. He's got 21 at-bats, 5 hits, and 3 RBIs. As the first pitch is called ball 1. Joey Socorro and Cooper Romick both usually switch around. Each of them each play a catcher a game, while one of them is usually a DH and the extra hitter. Today we have Cooper Romick as a catcher and Joey Socorro as a DH. As a pickoff attempt over at first from Chauffé. Umpire calls it safe. So now we got second pitch, 1-0 count here. Swung at it, strike 1, 1-1 count. Got him with the slider right there. One count, Romick over at first. He's got some stolen bases on his own with 6 and only been caught stealing once. Maybe we'll see a stolen base here as the third pitch. Lined foul down the right field line. Now we got a 1-2 count here, folks. Crowd getting into it with some claps right now as they are as Joey Socorro trying to fight off this count here and maybe get a base hit here. 1-2 count. Pitch from Chauffé. Called high, 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Pick off over at first, called safe. Over at first is number 32, Justin Bates for the Auburn Doubledays. 2-2 count, pitch incoming. Grounder over the third base line. We are going to have a double play. 2 outs right there, trying to get some contact on it, but a very unfortunate kind of situation now, leading up to Jacob Vetsko, the right fielder today. Jacob Vetsko here has been starting to get his confidence back. In the last game, he had a base playing against Newark. He got a double in that game, being a pinch hit. Today, he is now starting over in right field. Known here in Batavia as the guy that hit the home run against Elmira 12-2. He was the first person to hit the home run, obviously. As that is popped over to right field, and it is caught. 3 outs in the bottom of the second. We got a 1-0 game. And right now, we are going to go. We're going to talk like a little bit longer here as we wait for the mascots to do their race, because I know you fans really want to see your play-by-play guy, Grayson, run in the base path. As you guys can't see it yet, they are lining up over near the left field line. You'll probably see them run straight by the back of the screen pretty soon here. And don't worry, I'm going to try to give some play-by-play with this too. We got ketchup, mustard, we got 2 hot dogs. One's in an inflatable, the other one's in just a suit. As we get ready to go for the mascot race here. All right, here we go. You're going to see them by near the warning track, and here we go. Right now, we got the inflatable hot dog in first, and we got our play-by-play Grayson guy catching him up right now. Look at the wheels from the boys. We got a close race here. Grayson caught crap, hit the floor. Now we got ketchup, the inflatable mustard running down, and the winner goes to the inflatable hot dog. That is your Mad Dog in first place. Sorry for laughing, folks. It's just before this, he was really confident. He really thought he had his first place opportunity right now. But we got a false start here, so the winner might go to ketchup. I'll keep you updated on that. But for right now, we are going to go to the schedule. Thursday, we got a doubleheader at Olean at 5 o'clock. Friday, going against Niagara Falls home. Saturday, Niagara Falls at Niagara Falls. Sunday versus Olean again. That is a 4 o'clock game. Tuesday, against Auburn at Auburn. As we got a ground ball over to shortstop, and that is an out. We got 1 out here, folks. I'll continue that schedule in just a little bit, but we got action again right now. All right, now up to bat for the Auburn Doubledays. That was Jake Bentavenka. And now up to bat, number 30, Brendan Smith. Yeah, Brendan Smith. Brendan Smith right now has played 6 games. He started 5. He's batting a .417 average right now, 12 at-bats. As that is popped up down the center and right field line. Might be a double here, and he's going 3. He's going 3. Throw down. Got him. What a throw by Jalen Davis, stopping the triple right there. And now we got 2 outs, folks. Anyway, what I was trying to get into, Brendan Smith batting a .417 batting average right now. He's got 5 hits, a double, and 5 RBIs right now. And now up to bat is William Raylan III, the second baseman. Gavin Chandler on the plate. First pitch. Ball a little high. 1-0 count now, folks, as Chandler getting ready for the second pitch. And that pitch, slider, got him on the swing and miss. Now we got a 1-1 count here. One count for Chandler on Raylan. Third pitch called inside. 2-1 count now. And that fourth pitch called strike. 2-2 count here. Going into the top of the third. Chandler looking for the punch out here. And the pitch. Got him! Swung and missed on William Rayland. Gavin Chandler having full control right here in the top of the third. As we go into the bottom of the third, we're going to leave it off right here. And hopefully Grayson will be back. I know he took his little tumble right there, so he's trying to recover from that. But we will be right back after this commercial break.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbox, please.
Muckbox?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbox here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbox.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Don't say anything yet. And we are back, folks, here in the bottom of the third. Right now, I got a very special guest with me as we wait for Grayson to recover from his tumble. First things first, say your name as an intern and what you do here in Batavia.
How's it going, folks? My name is Owen Gallivan. I'm the official scorer here for the Batavia Muckdogs. I thought I'd hop over about 5 feet from my official scoring duties, take on this, as well as a little bit of broadcasting. How we doing, Jarrett?
We're doing pretty good. You got to keep it down with the ums a little bit, though. You got to go in with confidence. As we got a bottom of the third here, it is baseball time. Now standing up to bat is number 7, Braden Redmond. As right now, Braden Redmond has played in 2 games. This is his first start today, as he's batting a .333 with 1 hit, and that being a double. So now he's up to bat against Chauffet. Ground out over to shortstop. Scooped and out.
Oof, what a play. That's a nice play.
It was an absolutely beautiful play. Good play on the first baseman, too. You got to give the first baseman some credit, too, especially on these scoops,
pick
you know.
right there.
All right, now up to bat for the Muckdogs. We got Cooper Russell.
Cooper Russell's batting 600 this year. He's got 3 hits and 5 at-bats.
Called strike 1. Second pitch now. Called strike 2. Early 0-2 count here, folks. Chauffeur looking for the pitch. Called high, ball 3, or ball 1. You know, sometimes I always wonder how Grayson does this, talking like so fast and still being able to get the stats, get this graphic for you guys. Start throwing him a little bit of a bone here and there. Now we got a 2-2 count after that pitch.
Hey, Grayson's a pro. He is professional at this. Just me giving it a try. I'm shaking a little bit up here. It's kind of fun. Fun, but nerve-wracking at the same time. There's ball 3.
All right, full count here, you know, trying to take some of Grayson's lines. Let's go gambling here, folks. We're looking for 7. Foul ball, we go again.
Jarrett, if you're on the mound right here, what is your insight? What are you telling us we should be throwing here?
Well, you were leaning on the fastball, so I would not be surprised if you try to attack that again, but you may also be able to catch him off guard with an off speed here.
Me personally, I always love a good old 3-2 changeup. 3-2.
Walked him.
Outside, ball 4. Cooper Russell now on first base for your Batavia Muckdogs. As we go back to the top of the order for your Batavia Muckdogs, number 50, Jalen David.
There you go. There you go. As his first at-bat, he had a single in his first at-bat. Now he should have got a runner on first base. I would not be surprised to see a stolen base here. That's just Coach Skip's way in these kind of situations. As the first pitch called outside, ball 1. We got a 1-0 count here, folks.
If you have tuned into any other Muckdog games this season, we all know Coach Skip, he loves his stolen bases early in the count, late in the count, any count, in fact.
That's right. He is second in stolen bags in this year as, I don't know, with the rate how this is going, averaging 10 stolen bases a game. I'd have to look up to see what the record is, but I think they might be going in that direction.
So we all know the single season stolen base record in the majors is held by Ricky Henderson. Are we on that level as a team, Jared?
I don't know. That's a big situation right there as we got a 2-0 count here. There we go. 3-0 count here. Attempted to throw it there for the catcher, making sure that he stays at first. This is one of those situations where a lot of times you see this because obviously you're always scared about Skip stolen bags here. Getting that runner in scoring position, especially with 1 out. As we got a 3-0 count here. Obviously, we're not going to see a green light here, but you never know. But we got to pick up attempt first from Cho Fei.
Very close play at first, Jared.
You always see those. Obviously, you would always think those safe, but there's always sometimes where they get you in those situations. That's always like the worst feeling as a runner, especially when I used to play in high school. It's the fifth pitch called strike, 3-1 count here, folks. But it's a very hitter's count. I wonder how aggressive this pitcher will be in a 3-1 count, but the batters love this count. Let's see the pitch here. Well, first we got a pickoff attempt over at first again, making sure that he...
Very close play again over at first.
Making sure he stays over in first base.
Jared, if you're this pitcher, are you going back to that? Going back to that pickoff move?
Nah, you let him know you're there. I would go and attack the runner. As Coach Skip right now just talking with the umpire. I really wonder what it could be. It might be worrying about the count, maybe, I want to say.
Me personally, I can't read lips from about 100 feet away.
Three, 1 count.
Takes
Pitch.
off. Stolen base. Doesn't matter. It's ball 4 anyways. Now up for your Muckdogs. Number 2, Jackson Inman. So we come to a mound visit here.
Yep, right now there is some action in the bullpen. There are some pitchers that are right now just warming up, doing their pre-game before they actually start to throw some pitches right now.
Jared, coming into this game, Jackson Inman's batting .615, leading the Batavia Muckdogs. He has 8 hits, 8 runs, He also went yard last game, Jarrett.
He did. I was there at that game. Obviously, we had the legendary Grayson call in that. I think that was the Yabba Dabba Doo one.
I love that call from home.
Yep, I'll be honest, I kind of laughed at that one in the broadcast, but we got a 0-0 count here for Jackson Inman. Pitch down low for a ball.
Jarrett, outside of this broadcast, I feel like we might need to run back this duo of broadcasting.
We'll see. You never know. Obviously, Grayson might need to take some days off. You never know. And honestly, finding a color guy is a very difficult thing. As we see Grayson coming up right now, I might have to give him a post-game interview. As a pass ball, we got both of them going from third to second. As Cooper Russell and Jalen David are now on third and second with one out and a 2-0 count.
Jarrett, as your official scorer here, I'm calling that a wild pitch as both runners move up to second and third as the pitcher steps off.
All right, folks, 2-0 count here for Chofei. Pitch.
Fouled off his leg. Jarrett, in my time of playing for 15 years of baseball before I came here to Batavia to be the official scorer and broadcast, I fouled a few off my shin. Does not feel the greatest.
Oh, yeah, you definitely get a bruise later. You know, you definitely have to have that ice ready just in case. As we got a 2-1 count here on Cooper Inman. Pitch a little inside, but it's called strike two. We got a 2-2 count here now.
Jarrett, the umpire's been consistent with that inside, outside, low strike call all game. I wouldn't be surprised if that continues throughout the entire game as the infield is in. And the pitch, outside, ball three.
There you go. You made your little call right there, and then you've called the pitch. There you go.
Hey, first time in the press box for broadcasting. We're learning. We're loving it.
Full count here, folks. We'll see what happens in this pitch. Chofei
fouled
off. We got a 3-2 count again as we go again.
Fouled off his leg once again. Needs to take a walk. May need a minute. So you see him grimace, possibly on that right leg there. He is hurting definitely, but as all of us do, he'll play through.
Yep, as we go again, 3-2 count here for Jackson Inman. Chofei having a lot of long pitches in this inning might kind of make sense on why the bullpen right now is in work. As that pitch, strike three on a swing and miss. Now coming up to the plate, Evan Brock. Had a double, although he was thrown out at third, but he's definitely known as Mr. Reliable in this team.
Jarrett, coming into today's game, he had an 8-game hit streak, With that double, he is now at 9. It will count as a hit for him. See if he can come through here again.
Yep, that's something that we got to constantly mention after every at-bat. We already got that, but it's that big, so it's all right to mention it twice, as now we got a 1-0 count here for Evan Brock with runners in scoring position. This is the guy that you usually want up bat in these situations. As the second pitch fouled off, 1-1 count, another one that just hit somebody in the leg. Get the ice ready at this rate, because a lot of people are taking shots in the leg.
Oh, you're going to need it. You're definitely going to need it here. Evan Brock today playing first base, a position we haven't seen him play so far this year. And he's fitting in very well so far today.
That is correct. He's played a lot of third. He's played some games in second. As that ball line to center and right field, that is going to be scoring
Gets past the right fielder as he's on his way to second. Will he try for 3? Yes, he will.
Why not try it again? Throw down.
In there. Triple for Evan Brock. Second hit of the game. This time he gets in at third. That is a 2 RBI triple for Mr. Brock.
That's right. Oh, and now we got a 3-0 game with Glenn Brooks at the bat. This is another reliable hitter on this team, known obviously for his batting average. Like we mentioned before, he has a 441, and also he's has 10 RBIs. That is second on the team, and also he's a speed demon with 13 stolen bags. In broadcast before, we always like to joke around. I really wonder if there's playful banter between Glenn Brooks and Jalen David, as those two both are always tied in steals after every game.
As that one goes outside corner, strike one. Jared, let's not also forget to mention he is leading the team right now with 2 homers, both on the road, as that one's outside for ball 1.
That is true. First one was over and in Olean. One that's obviously like very short distance in terms of left field. So up in the broadcast, we weren't sure if that was gone, especially with where we were sitting. And then the second game was, of course, against Genesee Red Wings. As now we got a 2-1 count here on Chauffé against Glenn Brooks. Runner at third. Pitch underway. Called high, 3-1 count here. Like I always mention, hitter's favorite count.
Jared, would you give him the green light here if you're Skip?
I went with there being 2 outs. Obviously, if you had 1, you would always have to hope for that hit in the outfield with the tag up. But right now, 2 outs. Just play it safe.
Outside, strike 2. We all thought it was ball 4 here. Especially Brooks. He was about to toss his bat back off to the dugout and take a jog down to first. Now, 3-2. Strike 3.
Strong out and missed.
Well, Jared, it's been fun. Thank you for having me here in the broadcast booth. I appreciate it, sir.
Yep, no problem, my man.
I hope to join you at some point again.
Oh, the time will come, but right now, 3-0 game for the Batavia Muckdogs. We will cut it off here as we go into the top of the 4th.
And welcome back to the top of the 4th. We're back at your regularly scheduled broadcaster, should I say. Hot dog run was enjoyable, to say the least, except for falling straight onto the warning track and scraping up my arm a pretty good chunk. But besides that, finished last. Well, actually not, 4th. If you saw, I was tracking him down. I passed Andrew, or should I say Mustard, on the first go, then Ketchup. I caught up to Ketchup.
That's a good one. I like that.
And then after that, it was me and two weenies going at it, and I tripped over him. So, jeez.
We caught that on the video. Don't worry. A lot of the fans saw it. We got a beautiful call for it. You might have to watch the stream back later. As right now, first pitch, that is a ball. We got a 1-0 count.
But here we go. Top of the 4th, we're back. Still out there, Gavin Chandler. He continues to deal effectively.
Folks, in the comments, can you give me like a little bit of review here? I really want to know how I did, especially seeing as Grayson's going to be taking a few games off. Maybe. I want to know what you think. Because now that's a 1-2 count.
Right now, though, 1-2 count, incoming pitch for Chandler. He deals, swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout for number 37, Riley Ames. Now up, Jaden Madrid ground out in his first go. That was just Riley, so that means we're at the top of the lineup again for Auburn. With the clean count, Chandler delivers a strike right over the right edge of the plate. 1-1 count. Chandler, ball outside, count moves 1-1. Another one following the same path towards the outside. Count goes 2-1. Sent over to right field. It's going to get down. No throw. So that's a single for Madrid. Auburn now has a man over at first base. Just like that, Auburn trying to get back into this. They're down 3-0 in the top of the fourth. This kind of has an opposite script, and maybe partly because I missed an entire inning, but this game surely seems to be moving with some tempo. Sent high over to center, left, more towards center. Able to get underneath it is Glenn Brooks.
Had a little bit of some broken wood there, right there in that hand. Got a nice pop out over to center field for Gavin Chandler.
See our fans saying hi just below the camera there. It's always a pleasure to meet the fans, be able to interact with them. Come by, stop by at Dwyer Stadium to watch a game, have fun, enjoy baseball. Don't forget, interns are people too. Strike one against Teddy Monahan. 0-1 count. Over on first is Madrid. Still trying to catch my breath from that hot dog run and pickoff attempt over at first. No good. Count remains 0-1. Forgive me, Jarrett, if at any point during this broadcast I bring up something that you've already covered. Stated have missed an entire inning trying to sprint in a hot dog costume. Worked for the most part until it got halfway. 0-1 pitch, though, down towards the dirt. 1-1 count for Chandler.
It's nothing on you, Grayson. I need that video on social media pretty soon because I might get famous. I hope your hand's okay. I did see that you got a Band-Aid on your hand now and something on your arm.
It's more my arm, I would say. But that one sent over to third to play a second in time, and that brings an end. That's the third out. Inman on the scoop up, throws it to Russell, covering two, and that's 3 outs for the Batavia Muckdogs. 5-4 will be the final putout. Brings an end to the top of the fourth. Onto the bottom we go. In just a second, we'll be back.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Leading off for the bottom of the fourth, number 31, Jeremy Ramos. Position over at left field. Flew out in his first go. And he's dealt ball number 1-0 count. Right now, these are two balanced teams going off. Batavia, though, hangs on to a little bit of a lead in the standings. They're up half a game, 8-2. Auburn 7-2. Pitch number 3 up the 2-0. Moves 3-0 down towards the dirt. Ramos hasn't had to move his bat off his shoulders just yet. Right now, though, coming into this game, Batavia, six-game winning streak. They were able to beat. It's ball 4, so no strikes thrown for Ramos, and he's on base. Cooper Romick now up. He was starting things off with a hit by pitch. Just had to read the notes that weren't mine, but hit by pitch for Cooper Romick in his first plate appearance. He's now on to his second. He has one runner on. Over at first, that's Ramos. No outs. Auburn, on the other hand, compared to Batavia, they come in following a loss to the Elmira Pioneers. That one definitely didn't go their way. Pickoff attempt over at first, not in time. Closer than expected, but 9-1 loss to the Elmira Pioneers. Before that, they had won 4 straight with games by sizable margins. One of the most notable one being 16-1 against the Geneva Red Wings. Another pickoff attempt over at first, not there. But again, they did beat Geneva Red Wings June 13th, 7-4, which was their last victory. The only reason I bring up the Geneva Red Wings is they're a fierce team despite their record. Pitch number 1 is sent over to left field. It's high. Who's got it? It's center fielder. And that's the first fly out. On the play from Auburn, that's going to be Riley Ames.
Grayson, when doing the research on these teams, one big thing that I could not believe was both teams just do not strike out, both being 1 and 2. Auburn is first in the league with 63 strikeouts, while the Batavia Muckdogs are second with 72. These are two teams that battle counts and do not take strikeouts as an option.
Exactly that. Both these teams, in terms of ranking, they're heavily powered, and the pickoff attempt at first, Jeremy Ramos, he's being tested. That's his third so far. It was close, but not there once again. Count remains fresh. Pickoff attempt again, safe. And
there has been so many close plays in this situation. He has gotten so close in a lot of these plays, especially the ones that you miss with obviously doing the hot dog game. But he might get a pick out soon with how close these calls have been.
It's 4 right now against Ramos, so that might be a grudge. That one sent over to right field and able to get underneath it. That one didn't have too much underneath it, as much as Joey Socorro would have liked there. But note, that one just floats out to right field, able to get underneath it for the play, Teddy Monahan. Jacob Vesco, he'll go for his second attempt. 2 outs, 1 runner on over at first. Pitch number 1. Won't find it. 1-0 count. And pickoff attempt there. Safe. No new news today with that. Very unique given the fact that out there, Chofe, right-handed pitcher, deal hit over to short, and a quick play at second brings the final out for the Auburn defense, and they wrap things up still scoreless for themselves. Batavia hangs on to 3. 3-0 is your score, heading to the top of the 5th. We'll get going in just a few moments when we come back.
And we are back, folks. Top of the 5th right now. Gavin Chandler still on the mound. Now up to bat, Luke Guerrero. Had to ground out his first at bat. First pitch for Chandler. Called strike 1.
And here's a 50-50 tonight in support of Batavia High School class of 2028. Please purchase your ticket if you have an opportunity. They're coming around the stands as we speak.
0-1 pitch incoming down towards the dirt. 1-1. Chandler deals. Sent over to Glenn Brooks. Will he be able to find it and locate it? He does. Fly out for bats.
Left fielder number 26, George Farley.
Excuse me, that was Luke Dwyer on the flyout, not Justin Batts. George Farley struck out in his first attempt at the plate. Chandler looking to repeat that. Pitch number 1, sent. Almost deja vu. Glenn Brooks does it once again. So quickly, just 3 pitches total is 2 outs. Glenn Brooks, he's active out there. Chase Moore, he's now up to bat. He's got a 2-out situation fouled off. A 1 count. Right now, though, for Glenn Brooks, things are just being simple. It's almost like just practice as an outfielder. When someone hits up a ball and you're just trying to get underneath and work on that. That's what he did in those back-to-back at-bats. He just was able to locate it, get underneath it. 1, 2, 3, or at least 1, 2 so far with the 0-2 count. We'll see if this makes it 3. Chandler delivers fouled off, so rinse and repeat. Deals the 0-2 down towards the basement. 1-2. 1-2 incoming. Fouled off. Do it again. I mean, from both these teams so far, from what I've been able to see, Jarrett, you've seen more of this ball game so far, but foul balls galore. Both teams have their batters swinging and just taking long at bats. No one's going down without a fight. The 1-2 sent over to Jalen David at short. He's able to make the throw in time, and that's the third out. So now I can say 1, 2, 3 brings an end with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Batavia looks to add on to their 3 runs so far this game. We'll see if they do so in just a second.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheridan Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Bottom of the 5th, here we go. Leading things off for Batavia, number 7, Braden Redmond. He's your extra hitter at the ground out in his first at-bat. We'll see if the script changes in his favor. Down low, count now 1-0. Second pitch, sky high over in the foul territory. Will it stay in play is the question. No, just out of reach. Foul ball, 1-1. You have a request. Well, I'll see if I can be a genie, but go ahead.
That was pretty good.
Ball too high, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Now we're at 2-2 though. Redmond trying to keep on fighting. Deals the 2-2 outside. Too high, that one. Able to allow right fielder for Auburn to get underneath it. Teddy Monahan on the play on the flyout. Cooper Russell had a walk in his first go. He's back. Let's see.
And sadly, to answer your question, we only do the YouTube. We are not the play-by-play guys. We are here with the YouTube, here on this YouTube page.
No, so we only do our broadcast we don't do the PA announcing inside. Can you say from the Doubledays side, Colin Anthony is watching? From the Doubledays side, Colin Anthony is watching and said, "You got this." We'll see if that message gets across. 1-1 pitch, fouled off for Cooper Russell.
Yeah, and we're kind of like the announcer for both teams today, seeing as Auburn currently does not have a broadcast. So
we're serving for both teams today. And ooh, that one, Cooper Russell in disagreement slightly there. The count will make it 1-3 for the strikeout for Auburn. Chofe gets another strikeout registered under his name. We've reached the top of the order, though, for Batavia. Number 50, Jalen David. Third go-around at the carousel. Single and a walk. And that one, a little wild. 1-0. Score, 3-0, Batavia hanging on to the lead.
that's my bad, folks. I pulled it up a little bit late there, so I will apologize for that.
1-1 count. Deals. Sent foul. Trickles down the third baseline and to foul territory. 1-2 count. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's another strikeout. Auburn defense holds up. Deficit, they're still down 3. They need to get the bats going for the top of the 6th. We'll see if they do so in just a moment. We'll be back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxics, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, O-Aka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And we are back, folks. What you missed, we got a 2-0 count here for Chandler. Pop up, catcher under it, and caught for the first out. Cooper O'Mick making the catch. 1 out now.
Gavin Chandler continues to stay in this game, and for good reason. Right now, he's allowed 0 runs scored and only 2 hits. Every time we've seen him show face out there on the mound, it's for a long one, as mentioned earlier, against the Olean Oilers. Pitched a full 7 innings, strike 1 against number 30 for Auburn. It's Brendan Smith. 0-1 pitch will be a swing and a miss. 0-2, just like that. And the third one can't get the 0-3. It's down. Just marked outside by the umpire, 1-2. Delivery. High foul. Is it in play? Tracking it. What a snag. Evan Brock goes completely radar on it. Ran the wrong direction, able to shimmy and bake all the way and get underneath it in full out sprint. And that brings up the second out. Two outs by foul balls.
And Grayson, it doesn't matter where Evan Brock plays. He's played everywhere so far in the infield. He's played third. He's played second. He's played first now. And everywhere he goes, he makes plays for this team.
2 outs, that one fouled off. Can we see 3? Yes, we will. Wow.
Makes plays.
Evan Brock does it twice. 2 balls fouled into live territory. Able to get underneath it is Evan Brock twice, and Cooper Romick to start things off. Just like that, 3 up, 3 down. They do it in some sort of style, but heading to the bottom of the 6th, Auburn, they need to come up with their own response, not because they're down, but Batavia keeps kicking them off the field super quickly. Super probably wasn't the best word to use there, but in a timely manner. We'll go with that.
No, you're definitely 100% right about that. They are just giving them no opportunities with runners in scoring position to get the job done. Usually we only have seen a runner in first or a runner at second, but by the time that it happens, there's already 2 outs. They never had their opportunities where runners in scoring position were with 1 out, where a pop fly can be an option. Every single play for them has to be a bat in play. That's also a hit for runners to score. And right now they haven't had the chance to do that in this game right now.
Like you said, they haven't had the chance, but the Muckdogs, they've ran into a little bit of a wall, but it doesn't take much for them to get going. They haven't recorded a hit in quite some time. I believe, if I'm correct, the last 7 at-bats. They have 4 hits on the day, 3 runs. But they're trying to get things going once more. Bottom of the 6th. In just a second, we'll get things going to lead things off. Jackson Inman. And on the mound is no longer Chofe. It's number 19, Elijah Blass. He comes in for Chofe. Looking to maybe change up the script on the season so far. Give me 1 second, folks. I have been given 2 number 19s. I'm going to go. Just trying to get clarification. There's 2 names registered under the name, or registered under the number 19.
So we just got some confirmation here that is number 19, Braylon Dominguez.
That's who I was going to assume, given the fact that there wasn't a track record for the other 19. But Braylon Dominguez.
And right now he's had 1 appearance. He's had 3 inning pitched, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, no hits allowed.
And a solid, squeaky clean 0.00 ERA. The first pitch he deals to Inman, 1-0. 1-0 count, sent high. Trickles towards third. Able to get underneath is the shortstop from Auburn. And he makes the play, Jaden Madrid. 1 out. Evan Brock. He now is 2 for 2 on the day. Has a triple and a double. Again, I call him Mr. Reliable for a reason. We'll see what he can get done. 1-out situation, and no one on is what he'll be gifted. 1-0 count following pitch number 1. Down towards the basement, 2-0. There's the first strike of this at-bat for Brock, 2-1. So at this point, bottom of the 6th, bringing in Dominguez. Sent high towards right field, and it's going to trickle foul, but it's still caught. So that's the second out for the Auburn defense on that play, right fielder Teddy Monahan. Now up though, center fielder. He's been busy on defense, Glenn Brooks.
Now, Grayson, this has been a glorified pitcher's duel right now, but one thing I'm definitely worried about, especially on the Muckdog side, is that yesterday in that long game, a lot of bullpen arms were used for the Muckdogs. Examples of players being like Branch, Woodley came in, and Walter Garrick pitched. Woodley closed out the game. Hoshide had his debut. We had a lot of like bullpen arms that were used in that game, and you hope that Chandler can go longer in this game, but that's always going to be in the back of your mind in a game like this.
After the foul ball, pitch number 2 moves count 1-1, but you are correct. They went through 5 pitchers: Walter Garrett, Landon Stoddard, Irwin's Branch, Dean Hoshide, and Eric Woodley. The Red Wings also had themselves a day going through 7 pitchers. So if you want to talk about pitchers duel, that was your definition. Here, it's a different definition, as we've only seen Gavin Chandler out there for Batavia. They're going at it. So there's pitchers duel and then pitcher duel. That one sent over to third. Fumbles it for a second. That one's over into foul territory. Keeps running over Glenn Brooks, and he slides into second. The error will push him to 2.
And for confirmation for the Auburn fan again, George Farley is over in left field. Sorry for taking your paper there, sir.
So that's actually going to go 2 errors registered to third baseman. Auburn, Chase Moore, had the error on the pickup. When I mentioned he fumbled it and the throw too high for his teammate over at first. Justin Batts to be able to get it. That one trickled out in the foul play. And Glenn Brooks able to advance to second as well, but 2 outs, 1 runner in scoring position. Of course, Glenn Brooks. Now up, Jeremy Ramos. Swing and a miss for pitch number 1-0 count. Left field, that is George Farley for the Auburn Doubledays. George Farley over at left. Down low, but able to still catch that low part of the box, 0-2. Trying to extend this inning. The 0-2 pitch outside. 1-2 incoming. We saw yesterday, like you mentioned, we'll keep going back to that. That was such a pivotal game coming in today. Some people had their worries about the bullpen and their usage. 5 pitchers, no one pitched more than 3 innings. Slapped foul. Walter Garrett had the most. Clean 3. That was the most, where he faced 21 batters. Only 2 other pitchers faced more than 10. Eric Woodley, he was able to close things out, facing 6, 5 at-bats against him. In those 5 at-bats, 5 strikeouts. The steal attempt for Brooks is there, but strikeout anyways. So it doesn't matter. Comes out in a wishy-wash from the steal attempt from Glenn Brooks. It was strike number 3. That brings an end to the 6th inning. Your score, 3-0 for the Batavia Muckdogs. And the Doubledays have 3 more attempts to ring up some runs. We'll see if they do so in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. But for now, we'll catch you in the 7th. Top of the 7th underway. You can look over your scoreboard. Top of the 7th here. 2 errors against the Auburns, both coming back from a single play. Glenn Brooks had a single chance, not able to pick it cleanly. From Auburn, he got dealt 2. Chase Moore. A throw and his attempt to scoop it. No good. But not here to play for the past or the Doubledays. They're here to play for the future. They only got 3 more. We'll see what occurs. Shows bunt number 37, and oh my goodness, almost a huge snag.
He almost had that. I thought he had it.
Inman run it. He came in so fast, able to close the gap. Brought in, almost played the cards perfectly. The diving attempt as the bunt goes foul on 1 count. Well, before I was able to mention it, we're back to the top of the lineup, number 37, Riley Ames. 1-1. And pitch number 3 finds itself in the center lane over the plate. 1-2. Heater. One-two pitch. And there you go. That's how you carve up the inside. That's a strikeout for Gavin Chandler, as much it is to the dismay of the Doubledays. One out, number 5, Jaden Madrid. One out. And pitch number 1 goes for a strike.
My bad.
Too high over to left field. Able to get underneath it. Jeremy Ramos.
Also, we have a fan here, Philip Dusenberry, says that he was the one who threw the pitch before the game. Let's go, Muckdogs. I'll be honest, I did see it. It was a pretty good pitch. And we would like to say, let's go, Muckdogs. Got a 3-0 game here.
He started things off right for us. And it's going the Muckdogs' way. Make sure to get him a thank you card. 2 outs. Teddy Monahan up to bat. First pitch, he swings at it and finds that gap between left and center field. He's going to. Not able to scoop it, though, is Ramos on his first attempt. What could have been maybe a closer play is a stand-up for Monahan. Now up Justin Batts.
First base number 32, Justin Batts.
Quick little time off the rubber, but Chandler deals the first pitch to Batts and able to find his favorite spot, it seems, of late, that outside mark for right-handed hitters, and it's working. Bat left on the shoulder will play in Chandler's favor. Quick look at second, nothing there. Fouled off, the count now 0-2. Chandler looking to deal the 0-2. Head nod. Stare at second. No one there. Double take. And fouled off. So rinse, repeat the 0-2. Two-out situation for the Muckdogs. Sent right back at Chandler. He's able to hit it down. Cooper Russell off the scoop. So a little assist from Chandler. He's able to take some heat off the ball. Trying to scoop it back. Wasn't able to, but Cooper Russell, he stays aware, and he's able to make the play. Just like that, 3 outs. And Batavia is back with the bats in hand. Heading towards the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back in just a second.
Feel free to
Bottom of the 7th, plenty of baseball still to be played, and we're all for it. So is everyone else in the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying so far. Here we go, though. Still out there on the mound, number 19, Braylon Dominguez. Gavin Chandler, so far for the Muckdogs, he's held in strong. 7 innings completed by his doing. He's only at 80 pitches. I only say 80 because 7 innings. You would think that number would be higher, but with the way he's wheeling and dealing, he's had himself a night. We're going to go to the bats. Number 47 in for the Batavia Muckdogs. That's Cooper Romick.
Grayson, there is some action in the bullpen right now. I want to say that is a closer. That, in fact, is Garrett Beaver. Obviously, he's just there just in case if anything bad happens, as I think Chandler will keep going in this game.
Swing and a miss, followed by a foul ball. 0-2 count for Romick. But again, he's definitely paid his dues. Gavin Chandler, 7 innings completed. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in a closer to bring some relief. His arm might be sore tomorrow, but not without bringing an ace coming into a challenging opponent. Again, 7-2 are the Auburn Doubledays, 8-2 Batavia Muckdogs. They hang on right now with no final score, but only half a game up. The 1-2 pitch, that one close. 2-2 now. Favored in, favored out. Ump says out. 2-2. Sent high. Left center. Who's got it? Center fielder. No grass. Able to make contact with first. Riley Ames. Able to get underneath it for the first out. Now up. Number 34, Joey Socorro. He's gifted a 1-out scenario. No one on. Dominguez came into this inning only at 14 pitches. We still have his number. Too high. 1-0 count. That's sky high. That one might sit in play even if it goes foul. Couldn't have mattered. Couldn't have told. It's an out. Infield pop-up for Joey Socorro. But now up to bat is what I was going for just a moment ago. 99, Jacob Vesco. Jacob Vesco. He's always going to be a name in the back of your mind when it comes to this Batavia Muckdogs team because he was the first Muckdog to score a home run. He did that in the home opener against Elmira Pioneers. It wasn't a walk-off, but in my mind, it's always going to be a walk-off just because he kind of walked it off and forced it to a mercy rule in 7 innings.
Grayson, now it's always nice to see that, especially with now, some people are also joining him in the home runs because we absolutely love a home run, especially in Genesee where we saw Evan Brock, we saw
Geneva.
Jackson Inman, Geneva, thank you. And then Glenn Brooks, also all 3 of them hit home runs against the Geneva Red Wings.
You're right, the 3 Musketeers had themselves a day. A ball too high, moves the count to 1. When it comes to saying like home run calls, it's always interesting. Whatever's on my mind is usually what I say. That one sent over to third. Blocked down, but not able to find the glove. The throw to first. No throw. Vesco able to get on base. A heater sent straight towards the third baseman. That's number 15, Chase Moore.
And Grayson, that's exactly the point. Usually with home runs, especially with me, it's usually like the first thing that comes off your mind because home runs are just such a cool thing in baseball. They're really hard to call with a thought process. You just got to say what's on your head, and sometimes they give you the best calls.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's something that it may be a head scratcher, might like my yabba dabba do, but it worked in the end. 2 outs, 1 man on over at first. Braden Redmond, his first pitch he sees, he swings. It's high to the sky and caught by shortstop from Auburn, number 5, Jaden Madrid on the play, and that brings up 3 outs. And we can finalize that. That was not an error from Vesco's slap over to third. Just blocked it down with his body. No error registered there. 1 man left on. No errors for the Auburn defense, and that brings an end to the entirety of the 7th inning. We're moving on to the 8th in just a second. Auburn Doubledays. Their days are numbered with these innings. They've got to get going to get back in this game. They're down 3-0. We'll be back in a second. They're coming up to a rough part of their schedule, especially with a doubleheader tomorrow.
Doubleheader tomorrow, and then they got Niagara again. At least it's here. Carson will be making an appearance. You excited?
Huh?
You excited?
I hope it gets rained out. And welcome back to the top of the 8th. Starting things off for Auburn, Luke Dwyer. Fresh out, no outs. Doubledays. Need to get things going.
And Grayson, right now I'm seeing a lot of umbrellas coming out in the bleachers. We're starting to get some rain a little bit here. So that means the ball might be rolling through the grass soon, slower than it did at the start of the game. But obviously it's sprinkling right now. So we'll see how that affects the game, especially with how much time is left in the game.
1-1 count. Gavin Chandler's still out there. He's able to record strike 2. Two-two. The check swing does not go. We're going to show you a quick bit of the weather. Some rain incoming, it seems. It's still warm out here. Ball too high. Count now full 3-2. Trying to avoid some rain, but it seems like we have sprinkled clouds that may deliver some. Not much enough to inhibit this game, and that's ball 4. So as the night goes on, the rain increases, but again, hopefully by the time this ends, everyone will be safely in their cars traveling home out of the rain. But again, I'm a broadcaster, not a weatherman, not a meteorologist. I don't control the weather. I just speak baseball. And the walk, Chandler's first faced batter in the top of the 8th, Dwyer. Ball number 1 in for George Farley. And 1 runner on over at first. Chandler to deal. Sent high, and that one. We saw the miraculous 3 plays in foul territory. That one is long gone into the stands and probably even further. 1-1 count. Chandler on the delivery. Runners going. That one snapped over to first baseline. Did they get him? No. Safe. Nicked down the first baseline off that. And it kind of plays out almost like a bunt. Chandler has to come in down the first baseline, get the toss, but he had to do a little spin to get his body oriented to first baseman Evan Brock and not able to get it in time. And that looks like we'll finally bring an end to Gavin Chandler's night. As much for a day he had that played well, he's not happy. I don't think he wants to leave. And he's upset just at the two recent events. But that does look to be the end for Chandler now that there's two runners on.
Yeah, Grayson, you always want to worry, especially with these like high pitch counts, as runners in scoring position, because obviously, as the more you pitch, the more your arm starts to hurt, your spin rate starts to go down, and your pitch speed also starts to go down. So right now, we have to give him credit though for an absolutely amazing game, keeping this unbelievable Auburn team only to 0 runs. Now it's time for Garrett Beaver's job. The other closer on this team, he's had 3 appearances. He's got a save. He's pitched in 4 innings, has had 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. Right now he's entering the situation with a runner on first and second with 0 outs. This game's about to get interesting, and I'm ready for it.
Garrett Beaver, another man on this team with the squeaky clean 0 ERA. He comes in from Salisbury University. He's trying to keep things going, and like you were saying about the fantastic day Gavin Chandler just had, you could hear it from the crowd, and I hope you could hear that on the microphones from here, but one heck of an applause, one heck of a performance from Gavin Chandler. So we await Garrett Beaver getting his warm-ups in. One of the notable sidearm submarine pitchers in this league. There's always a difference between sidearm and submarine. For Garrett Beaver, if you ask me, he dips down really low, and it looks like he's going to come up as a submarine, but it's more of a sidearm at that.
Right, and him and Eric Woodley are definitely this team's double-edged. Yeah, him and Eric Woodley are definitely, in terms of this team, their double-edged sword. Woodley is their big sidearm guy, has some juice in it also, and very good spin rate, catches you off guard. This is Garrett Beaver. I think I said Eric Woodley. But Garrett Beaver is your sidearm pitcher, absolutely throws beautiful off-speed pitches with some juice in it, while Eric Woodley is definitely their fast pitcher as their closer. Both of them can get the job done in each of their situations that they are given in terms of their pitching motions.
Well, the first batter faced for Garrett Beaver, number 29 from Auburn. Shows bunt in. Jammed close by the hands. 29, that's Miles Fontaine. Miles Fontaine. It's going to go strike 1. He fouled it off. Wasn't able to get his hands back in time. That one was very far on the inside mark. Beaver stared down at second. Shows bunt once more. This time, doesn't have enough bat. Gets by 0-2 count quickly. Beavers coming in for Gavin Chandler, who was able to complete 7 innings. Right now, Beaver trying to finish what he started, allowing no runs for this Doubleday offense. Swing and a miss. One batter is all he needs for Beaver to get the taste of a strikeout. Now up for the Auburn Doubledays. #23, Jonathan Briggs. Position at catcher for the Doubledays. not been able to get on base just yet. Beaver fouled over towards right. Is it in play? And oh, a collision on that.
But we got a play. We got an out. We got an out. Umpire, home plate, calling it an out. Tag up, though, for the second baseman. He is now over at third. I want to say it was Jacob Vesco who made the catch after the tumble. Coach Skip is now walking out right now. Trainer coming with him just to make sure the players are okay, because all three of them took an absolute tumble in that situation.
That one was just off screen. Of course, Skips and the trainer coming out. You had just weird collision between Evan Brock and right fielder Jacob Vesco running in. No one was really exactly sure who had it. Both came in and they collided, going right into each other, one flipping over the other. As they flipped, I lost the numbers, lost the ball, and was more worried for a second on if they were okay, but they somehow made the play again. I wish I could tell you who had it. I believe it was Vesco.
I want to say it was Vesco that made the play, but then Brock is the person that's being checked up right now, because he was the one that took the very blunt end of the tumble. He went to go slide for the play, tripped over Vesco. Luckily, Vesco still had the ball while falling down. Both players are okay. We got 2 outs now.
Yeah, Brock went up and over. Vesco had the slide. Looked similar kind of to like my run out there. But 2 outs. Now up for Auburn after the tag up, runner on first and second. So on the corners. So a lot to unpack there, but simply to put it, caught ball over in foul territory from Jacob Vesco, as we believe. We'll be able to see if that is correct or any updates with that. Brendan Smith up to bat. Runners on the corners, 2 out scenario, down 3-0. He's the tying run at the plate. Pitch number 1 from Beaver, ball number 1, 1-0 count. One that favors towards the lower end won't get it, 2-0. Beaver delivers again, called down in the basement, 3-0. Hasn't gotten Smith to go swinging. Beaver. And there you go. He's able to get a strike on the board, 3-1. He's got to dig himself out of this count. Runner's going to second. The throw is there. And it's a walk. So it was ball 4. The steal didn't matter in the throw attempt. Risky. Given the fact that runner over on third could have elected to use his wheels, go home. Doesn't elect to. Now up for Auburn, William Ragland III. Ball outside, 1-0 count. Bases loaded. Excuse me, not William Ragland. Another pinch hitter. Flying under the radar. Number 10, Titus Hutchins.
Titus Hutchins.
Titus Hutchins.
There you go.
Batting at .250, 3 games played, 3 starts, 12 at-bats, 3 runs, 3 hits. One of those being a triple. 3 RBIs on the season on 5 total bases as well. 1-1 count. Did he go? He did. 1-2.
Gave him a nice little head nod right there. Usually you see the fist up, but instead we got a nice little head nod from. And to answer that question, no, Colin Hogg.
Swing and a miss. And that's 3 outs. Just like that pivotal moment, and Beaver brings it back. The score is still 3-0. Batavia has the chance to sprinkle in a run here or there. We'll see if they do. But then the Doubledays, they have one more lifeline. We'll see if they ask the audience for some help. They need it. We'll be back in just a second.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Owen, 0425 or 350. Got it. Cooper Russell, he's going to start things off as the leadoff hitter for the bottom of the 8th for the Batavia Muckdogs. Now bringing an end to the 3rd round of the carousel. We'll be back at the top of the starting lineup with Jalen David, who's on deck. Cooper Russell, watch his first pitch go by. It's strike 1, 0-1 pitch incoming. So just a pivotal game so far. That one sent over to short, able to get by. And that's a single for Cooper Russell. A ball that leans more towards second base, finds that gap towards center field, and Cooper Russell, one up, one on. Jalen David now in the batter's box. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Jackson Inman, he's on deck. Shows bunt. He's able to get it down. The throw to first. Not in time. And a bunt works in their favor.
Jalen David, every single game shows why he has the wheels, why he leads the team in stolen bags. Every situation, every bunt, every stolen bag, he gets the job done.
I mean, that's now another game where we saw a bunt. We saw one yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jarrett. I believe it was Glenn Brooks. It was Glenn Brooks who laid down quite possibly the most perfect bunt I've ever seen.
The beautiful bunt, straight down to third base line. Got the
sent between the first base gap. And wow, it trickles through 2. 1 brought in, Cooper Russell. I lost eyesight of the ball there for a second. Was about to say went through the gap. First baseman looked like he had a play. Didn't have it. Then the second baseman looked like he had it, and he didn't. 1-2 miss. Third man up has to make a snag, and it's too late. Russell turns on the Jets. That's one more for the Batavia Muckdogs. They lead 4-0 now. Runners on the corners. Jalen David able to advance the third. Inman with the single. Now on first.
Yep, that play right there, it just bounced around both of them. The first base had a diving play, couldn't keep it in his glove though. Bounced around, second baseman just lost it because of it bouncing around near that first baseman.
Right now, Evan Brock, he seems okay from that collision earlier with Jacob Vesco. Pitch number 1, ball number 1, 1-0 count. Pitch number 2, he sends that flying towards the left, and that gets down. That's going to bring in 1. That's going to bring in 2. The throw, we'll see. Able to get underneath it.
Safe!
Jackson Inman, a play at the plate. The tag is not there. And Evan Brock, Mr. Reliable, has himself another day. He's been on a tear, and he keeps on going. Add 1, add 2 more to the score. 0-6, and the Muckdogs trying to bag it away early and ensure that the Doubledays look to other days to have a chance.
And Grayson, I'm going to be honest. I know we're going to be calling this early, but I would really like to see Evan Brock win a Player of the Week, just like Pitcher of the Week was Jake Sliz last week. Evan Brock needs to get some credit, just like some of the other players like Johnny.
And right now,
Jalen David,
the left fielder for the Auburn Doubledays, he's hurt. He had a diving attempt there. When I say diving, he laid out for everything and maybe took a hit too hard to the ground. A little whiplash here or there. That's enough to give you a little bit of a headache. And it looks like he's being substituted in for number 1, Michael Ambrogio. Michael Ambrogio comes in for left fielder George Farley. Pulling a little too hard of a collision with the ground on his diving attempt. We'll hope for quick recovery and that he's okay. Was able to walk off, but still, we'll turn back to baseball. Right now in the box for Batavia, Jeremy Ramos. And he watches the first pitch go by. First strike number 1, 0-1 count. Excuse me, Glenn Brooks on that correction. Thank you, Jarrett. You caught that before I did. Glenn Brooks takes strike 1. Evan Brock stationed at second. Pitch number 2 down towards the dirt. 1-1. And that's another strike 1-2. Evan Brock, like we mentioned, giving him some recognition. Last game, he went with 4 at-bats, 1 run scored, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, was walked once. And those are some numbers. And going into today, those numbers continue. 2 doubles and a triple. He's been a menace for a reason. Drop ball by the catcher. The throw is third. In time. Had to wait on that call a while, thought it over, and that's the first out here. It was blocked down, and you could see Glenn Brooks, he put his hand up. He didn't want Brock going. But then the catcher for Auburn, Jonathan Griggs, lost it for a second. That ball leaked out a little left. Evan Brock noticed, tried to beat him out, wasn't able to.
tried to add a stolen bag to his already very impressive stat sheet today.
That one sent over to right center field, and Impressive snag by right fielder. He's able to get underneath it, turn on the Jets. Auburn on that play. Number 20, Tenny Monahan. That brings up the second out. Jeremy Ramos, left fielder, he comes in. Still in search of his first hit. The first pitch he sees is ball number 1, 1-0 count. Again, bases cleared following Evan Brock's attempt to steal 3 where he was caught. Another ball towards the attic, 2-0. Deals in that one. Able to get in front of his second baseman, but he can't hang on to the ball. Getting in front of it is step 1. Hanging on to it is step 2. That one gets by the Auburn defender, number 10.
And Grayson, he had not a single time to like stop his body. He was constantly going forward. And by the time, you also got to get the ball too, especially in those grounding situations. So doing 2 things at once, especially when you can't stop yourself, was a very difficult situation for the second baseman.
Titus Hutchins on that play. Not able to bring it all the way in. It will go down as an error against him. Hit over to third. The play at first should be in time. It's too high. Mile High City. And we'll see if they send him home. No, held up. So what looked like to be the final play here with 2 outs. Third baseman for Auburn. Number 29 on that play. Sends it too high. Miles Fontaine. Now coming up with 2 runners on, 2 in scoring position for the Muckdogs, Joey Socorro. First pitch, Socorro sees down near the dirt. 1-0 count. Pitch 2, Deja Vu, 2-0. It's one of my favorite sayings in commentating is deja vu. It applies to so many things. A 2-0 count.
Wasn't sure what you meant by that, but
sent over to short. Scoop the throw. This time it's at the level where he can grab it. And that's the 3rd out for the Doubledays. 3 more for the Batavia Muckdogs. Plenty of damage done to make this one a taller task for the Auburn Doubledays. We'll see. They have 1 more shot to get out of this pinch. Will they? Won't they? That's for you to decide. We'll be back in just a second. And the top of the 9th is here. Garrett Beaver on the mound, the top of the order for Auburn. Last lifeline needs to be casted. Riley Ames. He's up to be the leadoff for a rally so desperately needed. And his first one, good strike on it. It goes foul, though. 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch from Beaver. Delivers, swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh. The umpire didn't allow him to get in the picture frame. 1-2. Kind of like those awkward pictures you'd take with like family or friends and you're kind of just awkwardly out of the frame. And comes and goes, and there we go. Strike 3. And that's a strikeout of Beaver.
Did you have some bad memories with that moment now that you bring it up?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, like, you know, there's always going to be pictures where you think you're in frame and then, you know, you're like, hey, let me see it. And it's like, oh, I have like half my face in there. Not really a bad moment, just it happens. It's bound to happen. If it doesn't, I don't know. And the first pitch, number 5, Jaden Madrid, ball number 1. It's too far inside, 1-0. Beaver in towards the outside part, 2-0. And there we go, back on track. Beaver delivers the first strike to Madrid. Now the count, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Very close towards the inside, 3-1. Again, Batavia Muckdogs lead 6-0. And, whoa! Walk of shame back to the batter's box. Madrid thought that was ball number 4. He's going to have to redo. Full count, payoff incoming. So a fan quoted, do it again, but go to the dugout.
And he does!
I guess he saw the future. That's strike 3 for Madrid. There's a little few words to the umpire, but he has to go back. 2 outs. And Batavia Muckdogs 1 out away. The only one standing in the way, Teddy Monahan. Beaver is 2 up, 2 down by his doing 2 strikeouts. This would bring an end. Strike 1. Down towards the basement, 1-1. Beaver. Strike 2. And you can hear the crowd getting into this one. To end it, Beaver head-to-head with Monahan.
For 7 straight.
Fouled off.
Gotta
Redo.
take a pause on that.
Redo.
Said it once, I'll say it again. For 7 straight here, big win against Auburn.
And that's too low. 2-2 is your count. Trying to find it.
All right, Grayson, I'll let you take this one. 2-2 count. It's on you now.
Right down the middle. Garrett Beaver, 2-2. Delivers. Fouled off. Rinse and repeat. We'll do it once more. Your count doesn't change. Except the stakes a little more pressure on the Monahan as the crowd once again getting into it. And it keeps mounting. He knows he's got to keep things going. 2-2. Fouled off. In towards the dugout. So heads up over there. If you didn't have your head on a swivel, maybe could make contact with a Doubleday. He might be seeing double now. 2-2.
As we go again, like I keep saying right now, for 7 straight. 2-2 count. Beaver pitch.
And
yes, sir.
Gets it on the inside. That's a strikeout. Just like that. 3 up, 3 down. That brings an end to the game. 6-0. Final score. Batavia Muckdogs take home the win. Second and third face off. And it plays into the hands of the Muckdogs. Their lead over the Auburn Doubledays in the standings jumps out a little further. Plenty of game that we saw that was fantastic in tow from Gavin Chandler and Garrett Beaver on the mound. But Jarrett, you have more specifics. Take me through it.
Yeah, this game was all the pitching staff right there. Obviously, we got to give credit to Evan Brock, who had the early runs in that game, and the rest was just Gavin Chandler taking over the game, gave this unbelievably good Auburn Doubledays team that is good at hitting no opportunities with runners in scoring position. As a matter of fact, just never had a scoring opportunity to get the job done. And like I mentioned before, Batavia Muckdogs are now 7 straight going into the doubleheader tomorrow against Olean. As for right now, we had a 6-0 score. Grayson, take it from here.
So with that, your final score again, 6-0 against the Auburn Doubledays. As we look at the Auburn Doubledays, will now move to a record of 7-3. On the other side, your Batavia Muckdogs, they move to a clean 9-2. They're right behind the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, and things are only going to get more interesting from here on out in the season. Plenty of baseball left to be played. But for the Muckdogs, they have the steering wheel for their fate. They're red hot. That extension from their winning streak now moves to 7. You can see the final box score on the bottom part of your screen there. And for now, that's been it from this. We'll take one final look at the schedule. No, you mentioned Jarrett, the doubleheader tomorrow. That is correct. Starting tomorrow, 2 games, doubleheaders starting at 5 at Olean. Again, doubleheaders, 7 innings only. Should be the start times of 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. accordingly. Friday, June 19th, hosting Niagara Falls back at home, then on the road to Niagara Falls on Saturday. Then bringing Olean to us on Sunday, 4:05 start time there. Tuesday, after a day break for Monday for the guys, it's going to be at Auburn 6:30, at Niagara 6:30 on Wednesday, and at Jamestown 6:30 on Thursday. So plenty of baseball, plenty of times to be moved. But 3 away games to round off the middle of the week next week. But still, doubleheader tomorrow. Remember that. And this has been the broadcast between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Auburn Doubledays. Batavia 9-2. Auburn Doubledays 7-3. Score 6-0. Muckdogs take home the win. It's been a great night here at Dwyer Stadium. We thank you for joining us. I've been Grayson Natale. Alongside me, Jarrett Campbell. If you're interested, stay around for the fireworks show. And we'll see you tomorrow at Olean.
That is Friday. Fireworks are Friday.
Oh, excuse me. You are correct. Jeez. Thank you for that correction, Jarrett. I have fireworks on the mind. That's on Friday. Thank you so much, Jarrett. Correction on me. That's why you're here. You should have came in for hot dogs today. That's what I should have said.
Exactly, it was hot dog
$1
night.
hot
$1
dogs
hot
is
dog.
now I can sign off the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. It's been a wonderful evening. We'll catch you tomorrow at Olean for 2 games of baseball. Plenty more to be played. Good night, folks.
Have a good one, folks.